You knew, I told you guys how the fight was going to end. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out for an great event. Hank Davis, special. Rolando Romero has nothing to hold his head down about. I thought that he was fighting a very good fight. He got caught with a big shot. You know, Tank showed his experience in the fight. He was very patient, and he was able to do what he needed to do to close the show. I can tell you right now, though, about Rolando Romero. If you can't punch, you ain't gonna beat that dude. He is strong as fuck. I'm telling you. You know, all the other lightweights out there, I think, you know, Broly's put him on notice. You know, Tank Davis is on another level. He showed you why he's one of the best fighters in the world. And, hey. When it comes to Tank, again, you know, no matter what you guys say, we're going to continue to do what he's doing. One by one, line him up. He's going to knock him down. You know, but again, going back to Rolly, and I thought that it was a very competitive fight. I don't know what this, anybody know what the scorecards, official scorecards were up until that round? On one card? Okay. Yeah. Tank was very patient. You know, and that's what it takes when you fight someone as strong as Rolly is. You know, Tank showed his experience. You know, you got to get knocked out. Any questions for me? No, not at all. No, Rolly was hurt. And then they had to fight another day. No, wasn't premature at all.
Danny Alvarez, BoxingWins.com. First and foremost, congratulations, a great event here in Brooklyn. Highest sold boxing event, first pay-per-view. Just overall thoughts on the event that you guys put together and the people coming out for Gervonta Davis.
This is what we do. You know, we really understand the marketplace. You know, I chose to come here to New York because again, I wanted to blow this thing out. You know, we've proven that we can go East Coast, West Coast, anywhere. Gervonta Davis is one of the biggest stars in the entire sport, and he will soon be the face of boxing. Yes. Don't know. Coming off of this terrific performance, and we'll sit down and figure it out.
What about Rolly?
Take a little time off. He'll be back on Showtime Championship Boxing. Trust and believe that I thought he performed very well, and he showed the world that again that he is a very strong fighter. It's going to be hard to beat him. Trust me. If you can't punch, you ain't got no shot with Rolly. I'm telling you now. I don't care how much skills you have. Rolly's one of the top lightweights in the world, and I've been saying that. Yes, he's awkward. He didn't have experience, you know, but. Well, I mean, you can't really judge a fighter. You know, he just got knocked out. You know, you don't know if he's really coherent. You don't know what's going on. You know, if he's concussed. You know, but he's a good sportsman. You know, and he understood. Here he is, right here. Give Rolando Romero a big hand.
How you guys doing?
Rolly, can you Keith Ide from BoxingScene.com back here? Rolly, can you tell us what you remember of what happened and the shot that Tank caught?
He caught me with a left hook. I jumped in and
I mean, I just jumped into a shot.
Do you agree with the referee's decision to stop the fight?
I mean, in war, I want to continue the fight, so, I mean, if I could continue, I would continue.
Did you feel you were winning the fight at that point?
I won all 6 rounds. I won every moment of that fight. I exposed him, and we need to bring that shit back.
Hey, Rolly, obviously, before the fight, you talked about the first round knockout, but did you want to be more tactical, a more tactical fight as you showed in the first 5+ rounds?
In the second fight,
No, tonight you were very tactical, very, you fought at your own pace tonight. Was that the game plan going in?
honestly, yeah, I did not want to give. I mean, if I could have got first round knockout, I would have done it, but I know he's expecting first round knockout, so I wasn't able to get the first round knockout, so I was tactical throughout the entire fight.
Rolly, back here. Mike Coventry, ESPN. Hey, Rolly, congrats on a great performance. You had never been fight. You had never fought a top guy before, so you showed a lot. And obviously, there's a lot of top fighters at 135. Who do you want to fight next?
I want Gervonta Davis again. I was winning that fucking fight, and I just got hit with a clean shot. That's all, and that's that.
Outside of Gervonta, are there any other names you like? I know you mentioned Devin Haney on occasion. He's fighting next week for the Undisputed Championship. There's Cambosis. There's Ryan Garcia.
No, I want Gervonta Davis again. I exposed his ass, and everybody in this room knows it. I got caught with a good shot. That's all.
Rolly, great performance. I think you should be proud of yourself. It was great. If there is a rematch, what would you do?
I just want to jump into a shot like that again. And I said I had him running like a bitch the entire fight. And like I said, he got a nice shot, and that's all that happened. He got hurt multiple times, and he ran around. He was terrified of me. And I doubt he'll do the rematch again.
Coach Bullet, what were your thoughts on it?
I felt like you did a great performance, like we all saw. I know that Rolly could outbox pretty much 90% of the fighters in boxing. Even though people always talk about his power, Rolly's a very talented fighter, and he showed that tonight against a 3-division world champion. He whooped his ass round after round. When he hurt him, Chang did the smart thing and he held, and the ref let him get away with it. But it was a great performance. Mistakes are made in the game. The best of the best, Ali, Mike Tyson, every last one of them took a L. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm very proud of my fighter, and I will never turn him in for nobody else, straight up.
Yeah, Rolly, Chris Murray, Philadelphia Sunday Sun. My question to you, you said that you were beating him up. What were you doing? What was working for you tonight?
Stiff jab, 2-1, just over and over again. That hurt him multiple times in the fight.
Back around.
Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV. Rolly, Bullet, congratulations for a good showing tonight. You just came up a little bit short. My question is for Rolly. Rolly, early in the fight, you seem to be landing almost at will. When you were hitting Davis, could you tell if your punches were having an effect on him?
I mean, he was running around. I mean, he got hurt multiple times throughout that entire fight, so I'll be honest with you, that referee helped him a lot. All he would do is hold me and hold me and hold me, and that's that.
One more question. Rolly, Mark Hamilton, Fight Sports. What was your best punch of the fight? What do you think you caught him with?
Stiff jab. Stiff jab. It was multiple times.
Rolly, thank you very much.
Cheers.
tonight's attendance, a record-breaking 18,970.
Read that again,
18,970.
Obviously, a lot of emotion still from Rolando Romero after that fight. Any thoughts on the rematch?
No, you know, that's his opinion. You know, like I said, all kinds of emotions are flying around. So, you know, take a little time off and, you know, see what the next steps are.
What do you think of the Jaleel fight?
Oh, that's my young gun. Very proud of. There he is, Jaleel Hackett.
Hey, Leonard, how you doing? Najee from Cigar Talk. I was privy to you and Ryan kind of had a little back and forth. He was really adamant about trying to get the Tank fight. How do you feel about that?
Ryan don't want to fight Tank. You know, you got guys out there like managing them, trying to pump him up, like he's some killer. You know, Ryan Garcia, like I said, he's a good fighter. Got nothing but respect for him, but he don't want none of that smoke. He don't want none of that smoke because if he did, he'd make Golden Boy do it. And I tried on 2 occasions that some of the reporters seem to forget when they say that, oh, Tank Davis don't want to fight none of the top fighters. But then they say that Ryan Garcia is a top fighter, but hey, we know what it is.
I have just one last question. I didn't see when you did the celebrity row on the Titantron. I didn't see Floyd. I was wondering, just maybe possibly like where Floyd was, or if he had plans on coming and just couldn't make it.
He had a family emergency.
Leonard, there's been a lot of speculation. Tank has said a lot of things and then kind of reversed course a little bit this week. Can you clarify what his contractual situation is and how you're going to move forward with him?
No, I'm not going to discuss any fighter's contractual situation with you guys.
Are you guys still as promoter?
Yes.
Leonard, you talked about how excited you were about this fight earlier in the week. Talk about announcing that record-selling crowd of 18,970.
It's big, man. Again, it's like this is what we do. We know what we're doing. You know, eventually you guys will give us our props, but we don't do this to get the props. You know, like I said, anywhere we go, you know, it's like this. East Coast, West Coast, down south, UK. You know, Gervonta Davis is a terrific fighter. We have a great company. I have a great team. You know, and we're going to continue to do what we do, put on these big events for the fans, and, you know, that's what it's all about, giving the fans exactly what they want to see.
Why do you think he's such a big draw, no matter where you put him in the United States?
Because he's doing a phenomenal job inside that ring, and he has a great promotional team. He has a great internal team. He has an excellent trainer in Calvin Ford. So when all these things are working together, this is what you get.
Hey, Leonard, just wanted to know, how do you see a Ryan Garcia versus Romero?
Rolando Romero would knock Ryan Garcia out probably within 3 rounds. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. Again, like I said, is that Tank is a special fighter. He's a special fighter. And if there's not many guys who can punch and box like Tank. You know, Tank, he's a complete fighter. He does everything really, really, really well. And he has a lot of experience. So when you look at the other lightweights out there, I'm rolling with Rolly. He's too strong. Too strong. Again, like I said, if you can't punch, he's gonna walk right through you. That's a fact.
Leonard, what are your thoughts on the fact that Shakur, Ryan, and Chris Devin would probably came out of the top just the whole division, future opponents of all things?
They all know that Tank Davis is the best. Okay, and that's respect. All those are excellent fighters, and they that's a sign of respect. Tank don't go to their fights. I'm just keeping it 100.
Leonard, tennis star Naomi Osaka said that there was a shooting here or something. Do you know anything that happened?
No, I've heard some rumors, but I don't believe in rumors.
And what would you like to see Rolly do next?
Take some time off and next steps. Rolly's a very good fighter. Rolly's a very good fighter, and he showed you guys why we've been working with him and why, it was a great promotion. What you guys think was a great promotion. Everyone was excited. It was a highly anticipated matchup, because a lot of trash talk back and forth. But it's entertainment. It's entertainment. And a lot of people don't understand it. This is why we have 18,970. We sell out the Staples Center. We sell out everywhere we go. The fans want to be entertained. And Gervonta Davis is doing it at the highest level. That's why, again, he's eventually going to be the face of boxing. Very, very soon.
I know you said about Ryan earlier, but do you think a fight between Gervonta and Ryan is the biggest in all of boxing from a commercial standpoint?
I do. I'm being honest about that, but again, Golden Boy is not going to put him nowhere near. I mean, the closest he's going to get to Gervonta Davis is where he was tonight. And Ryan, like I said, I like him as a person. We have a mutual respect, but he don't want to fight Tank. It's just all talk,
Leonard, obviously one fight the fans are going to be thinking about is the winner of next week's fight, Kambosos and Haney. What are your thoughts, potentially on that kind of matchup, Tank fighting the winner at some point?
Tank beats any of these lightweights, any of them. Move up? For what? If that's what he wants to do, you just don't do things just to be doing them.
Well, what do you think his next big challenge is? What's left? If there's nothing left in the lightweight for him?
Oh, I didn't say there wasn't nothing left in the lightweight division. There's a lot left in the lightweight division. You just have to be. You guys have to be patient. Patient. Again, I've explained over and over and over again. All these fights that you guys think are big, they aren't big. They just aren't. In terms of generating revenue. And guys aren't fighting for free. You know what I'm saying? So all these guys are good fighters in due time. It'll happen if they are what you guys say they are. These big fights are happening. But right now, they aren't big, in my opinion. And I think I know what I'm talking about. Because if they were big, you would see these guys being able to do the kind of things that Gervonta Davis is doing. And that's a fact. You see some of these guys that can't do nothing. I'm talking about as it relates to being an attraction. All very good fighters, but you have to be able to capture the imagination of the fans, so make the fans want to come see you. Tank Davis is a pay-per-view fighter, and again, tonight he shows you why. He gets it done in impressive fashion each and every time.
What do you think the fans love most about him?
He's the most exciting fighter in the entire sport. That's why. And I guarantee you, any of the fans, well, I ain't gonna say any, but if there probably isn't 500 people in there that know what belt he's won, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. He's the most exciting fighter in the entire sport, and people they come to see him. And they pay to come see him. That's the big difference. And not only the largest attendance, this is the highest grossing here ever. And it's been like, how many, 40?
It's been about 48 fights.
Yeah, 48 fights. It's very impressive. And how does a guy do that when you guys are saying that he's not fighting nobody? Why are people coming out? Everywhere. What you guys don't understand, the sport is bigger than the diehard fans. The overall sport. People gonna pay their money for what they want to see, not necessarily what you guys want to see. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Leonard,
Yes.
what went through your mind when you connected that fight to Rolly?
Well, I mean, it was a great shot, you know, and you know, that's what happens. You know, it's part of the sport. You know, Tank caught him with a great shot. You know, like I said, Rolly is very strong, so, you know, Tank was taking his time, you know, and I thought it was a good fight. And you could see the fight heating up round by round, because again, you just can't run up in there. Either fighter. You know what I'm saying?
The fight started after midnight.
Right? Yeah. The fans got their money's worth. You know, I told everyone there's no way that this fight will go the distance, and the fans got exactly what they wanted to see. Yes, I did. But I mean, you know, it's a great feeling as a promoter to be able to walk into a venue and you look, wow, it's a great feeling. You know that you did a great job. I want to give a special thanks to my wonderful, wonderful Mayweather Promotions team, you know, who grind with me day in and day out. Like I said, we don't need 200 fighters. You know, all it takes is one to get the job done. And you know, oftentimes you say, well, they only got Gervonta Davis. But damn. They only got Floyd Mayweather. Damn. Promoter was a big. Love to have either one of those guys, and it's a lot of work, you know, behind the scenes. But you know, hey, this is what it's all about. You know, I'm really, really passionate about what I do. You know, yeah, and I'm very protective. When I say protective, meaning like, you know, sometimes I come at you guys because, you know, there's a lot of disrespect out there. I feel as though that my guys don't get the respect that they have earned. You know, just because we don't get the things we want when we want them. But hey, you know, we know what we're doing. We've been very successful at this for a very long time, and we're going to continue doing what we're doing.
I think you've been kind of critical just of the media, like you said, just with regard to like Tank maybe not being placed on the pound for pound list. Do you think that this fight in particular kind of puts him in contention, like in your mind?
Well, I mean, he should. I mean, of course. But me personally, I really don't concern myself with that because it's a very subjective list, you know, and it changes every day. This guy might have these guys, you know, so it doesn't really matter to me because at the end of the day, you can't go to the bank with any of that stuff. Ain't that right, Carpenter?
Leonard spoke to Shakur post-fight, and he was very complimentary of Gervonta's performance, and obviously said that that is a fight that he would like down the line, and that would be a major fight. Many of us would agree. While speaking to him, Shakur was clear. He said that Gervonta knows I am the far more skilled fighter. Just your comments on that.
There's no comment. Shakur Stevens is a 130-pounder. Right? You gotta remember, you guys criticize Tank for fighting guys. So, come on. Gotta let it make some sense.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we want to bring up and still the lightweight champion of the world, fresh off of a 6-round knockout over Rolando Romero. Please welcome the undefeated from Baltimore, Maryland, Gervonta Tank Davis. Questions from the media.
First of all, huge congratulations, Tank. It was an amazing fight, amazing night. Walk me through that knockout.
Just, you know, through the 6th round, I was just trying to figure out catches his range and see how hard he hit. And, just him, I knew he was going to run into something because he wanted to, you know what I mean? His focus was to throw everything hard, so he tried to throw his brick hand, I think, and I just moved out of the way and just caught him running in.
Where do you bring that power?
He definitely got power. He got power.
Thank you, Mario. Fox 29 in Philadelphia, right here. Right here. When you think about this fight, we saw maturity in you throughout the whole build. And then the way you fought. Talk to us about the patience you had in that ring and how you set him up. Because see, a lot of people don't give you that boxing match, right? You set him up for that shot.
Yeah, I mean, just, you know what I mean, I seen that, just the whole, even when we weighed in, I knew that I could outthink him easily, you know what I mean? So I knew that I was gonna, outbox him, but it was, I thought I was gonna, not knock him out, but wind up stopping him in the late rounds, but he ran into the shot. He ran into the shot.
Radio Raheem, Rolly's already Rolly feels like he won every round and is already calling for the rematch. What's your reaction to that?
Hey. I don't know, man. Shout out to him.
Did he give you any trouble in this fight? Was there anything about his style that was difficult?
No. I think I need to start warming up more though before the fight. So I could be out and really warm when I get into the fight. Because it was like, I was going into the fight a little cold. Even though we was working out, but I think I need to be more do some jump roping or something. Because I had to warm myself up before I could get into the groove.
Stephen Corino, Carolina Sports Tank, right? Congratulations. It seemed like this part of the strategy was you were kind of on the outside of the ring a lot, letting him come in to punches. Was that part of the plan, was to let his aggression be his downfall?
Yeah. Basically, I would just, I knew that he was strong off the first punch he threw. You know what I mean? Like he said, I do start slow, so he caught me with a shot, and I was like, yeah, I gotta, stay out the way. But I knew that down the line, down the stretch, I was gonna break him down, just off of the way he was fighting and his footwork. You know what I mean? So.
What's probably do you execute the plan the way you want it to execute? I was seeing this footwork, this showtime. He's falling in the pocket, and you're able to tell the tank to go straight punches. Break it down.
Gervonta, I'm back over here in Las Vegas. Fighter. Hey, I don't know, I think it was one of the middle rounds, we saw you do like a hand motion.
Yeah, I don't know why.
What happened?
I keep saying that.
You missed the shot. You missed the shot, and I think he was like,
Yeah. But I didn't hurt my hand not one time this fight.
Okay.
Not one time.
Second question is, do you feel that Rolly's a lot better than what everyone expected him to be in this fight?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Hey Gervonta, what's going on, man? Najee from Cigato. Tonight was like packed, man. Like they said this was the most packed and the biggest gates in 40 fights or something like that. Just talk about, the love that you got from New York City and kind of the energy in the building. Like, did you feel that? Like, how did it feel to kind of receive that energy and that love?
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that came up. I'm definitely appreciative for them coming out. It meant a lot, just coming back to the Barclays Center, and I fought here. I won my first title here, just to, I knew that coming into the fight, Baltimore was going to come up here, and I got a lot of fan base in New York, and just to see them show out was amazing. You know what I mean? I think that I didn't just win, and I think the whole, you know what I mean, as a whole, we won tonight.
Gervonta, Mark Henry from Fight Sports, you kind of laughed off a rematch. So you don't think he deserves a rematch? You want to go somewhere else? Who else? What are you looking for to do next?
I don't think people deserve a rematch if they get knocked out like that. But not trying to be funny. But, if it was a good fight leading up to the knockout, then like down the line, like it was like the 9th round or 10th round, and, you know what I mean, somehow somebody caught with a good shot. But it was. I think it was probably. I was winning on the scorecards, I believe. I started warming up as the fight was going on. And I don't think it's we need a rematch, but I'm all ears. And you know, if anybody else want to fight me at 135, I was talking about 130, but I feel comfortable at 135. So.
Two more questions.
Gervonta, congrats, man, on the knockout. Right here. No, congrats. How's it feel? You won a lot of big fights, title fights, but how's it feel to win a fight like this where it was so personal and there's a lot of pride and bragging rights on the line tonight?
I don't think it was personal for me. It was fun. You know what I mean? At first it was personal. I mean, well, I took it personal, but I think that, you know, it's a part of the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? I realized that, and that's when I started, you know, having fun with it. You know what I mean? I wasn't taking it so much personal. You know what I mean? If you see the press conference, I would always laugh. I wasn't never. He was the serious one. You know what I mean? When we was like face to face and stuff like that. But I just took it like regular, and I always like try to do stuff that I always do like on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? Leading up to the fight or just us doing press conference. So it won't like make me feel like I'm in like a war or something like that. So I think that's, you know, that played a big part. I mean, I'm good. I got the victory.
Last question. My question to you, at what point did you figure him out? And were you surprised that left hook was going to, you know, knock him out?
I was figuring him out through the rounds, but I felt as though I was going to eventually break him down. So that was my main goal, to make him chase me around a little bit, start picking shots, start going to the body. But I knew that I was when I started faking him out with my eyes. That's when I knew that I had him. And you know what I mean. The shot that I threw, it wasn't really hard. It wasn't my hardest like punch I could have threw. It was just right on the money. I caught him coming in. You know what I mean? I knew he was going to come in eventually because he wanted to hit me so hard. You know what I mean? And I just got out the way at the same time.
One ball more.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming out.
Thanks for great performance. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Long night, long camp, long fight.
I think we should leave the cameras built and throw everything else in the car. Yeah. And then we have to break those up now. We have to crack too. All the best. Yeah, here you will. See you soon. See you next video.